Hello my friends, today's project is we're going to cover this kitchen floor with epoxy and put some flakes on it for some decorative purposes. So what we did here is we removed the existing vinyl tile on this floor. The floor is pretty good, it's a good smooth surface, but it's not porous, and in order to do the epoxy we need to rough up the floor. So what we're going to do is use this grinder here attached to a vacuum to eliminate dust. We're going to go ahead and grind the floors. You can see I did some here in order for the epoxy to adhere. So you can see here that we ground a decent amount of the floor to rough it up. We went halfway. Now I'm going to stop and use my floor buffer with a heavy pad on it to clean up a little more and scuff it. Now we're going to use this pad underneath heavy sandpaper to scuff up the floor even more. We're using a product called Shieldcrete. It's part A, part B. Part A is the resin, part B is the hardener. We're going to mix them separately for a half a minute or so. This one here, we had the color tinted for the customer selection. If you look inside here, there's only 3/4 of a gallon. It's not a full gallon, because when we add the hardener to it, it becomes 1 full gallon. So now what we're going to do is add the hardener to the resin. Make sure you get everything out of there. Scrape it well. Now we're going to mix this by hand about 3 to 4 minutes. If you're using a drill or a power paddle, you could do it for about 2 minutes. So take your time. I like to do it by hand because more time, it mixes it much better, and then we're ready to roll it on. So now that we got it all mixed, what we're doing is we're cutting the edges with a brush. It's really like painting floors. The color will change as it dries up to the selection the customer made. So this is the first step. Now we go ahead and we take a 3/8 nap roller and we'll roll it on. Now that we have a section done, I want to show you what we're going to do. We're going to add these chips. We're going to broadcast these chips by hand. The customer does not want it very heavy, wants it kind of medium. So what we're going to do, we'll grab them. We're going to just toss them up in the air from a distance. Toss them straight up in the air. Now those chips will stick to the surface while they're still wet, and when we're ready to seal it, they will stay put, they will not come off. This is just to give you an idea. So again, don't go right over it, stand back and toss it up in the air and let them fall. You know, I'm keeping an eye on it so for consistency. You don't want it too heavy or too light. Okay. Okay, we waited about 14 hours and you could see the chips in the floor. It's pretty dry. It's not 100% dry, which is exactly what we want. You can see the chips are not coming off. They got stuck to the epoxy. Now, the next step is we're gonna go ahead and apply a top coat. Top coat is really made of two parts, similar to what we put in, except it's clear. It's a clear epoxy, part A and part B. It's a ratio of 3:1. So we're gonna mix it together. This is the hardener, this is the resin, and we're gonna roll it on, apply the same way we did the epoxy. What it does is it protects it and it gives it a nice shiny look. But the most important thing in this process is we added a non-slip ingredient in here. So it gives it a textured feeling and you don't slip on the floor, especially when it's wet. So we're gonna go ahead and roll it on. When it's rolled on, it goes down as being like a whitish color, but that will change. Once it dries, it turns clear and it gives it a beautiful, shiny finish. So you can see what I did so far. Put on a very thin coat. It doesn't have to be heavy. Go over it in all different directions. Make sure you leave no puddles behind. You can see it already start to dry around the edges. Again, it will turn very clear. This is a high gloss product that I chose to give this a nice finish. Take your time, roll it nice and easy. This stuff goes a long way. An average gallon will give you a coverage of approximately 250 to 300 square feet. So it goes a long way. I just finished rolling on the top coat for the second part of the kitchen. It goes down in like a white color, and when it dries clear. This side here, we completed yesterday with the clear coat. You can see how beautiful it looks, nice, glossy, shiny, and non-slip because we added the non-slip additive to it. And we put the equipment back. So it came out very nice. We spend a couple of days. Most of the time, you gotta wait for it to dry. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel to help it grow, and there'll be many more videos coming out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.